This podcast contains adult themes and can contain harsh language unsuitable for listeners under the age of 18. Right, okay, hello. We are back with another Disney cast. We need Andrew, you need to make a jingle.
Oh, flipping heck. Right. Dun 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 dun. Disney. Dun 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 dun. Disney. Dun 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 dun. Movies. Dun 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 dun. All of them. Dun dun dun.
Disney.
We need
Disney.
and we need like a little chime.
Disney.
Okay, that
Welcome to my Disney ASMR podcast.
Right, okay, this jingle is turning into a.
I really hate Disney.
Right, yeah, anyway, hello, welcome back. Mickey Sam. Is that like Daniel San, but
Yeah, exactly.
Mickey Sam. Alright, okay. What are we doing? A podcast, that's it, on Disney. What do we watch? Peter Pan. Right. Happy days. So, Peter Pan. I didn't check the date. 1950 something. But
1953.
there we go. There you go. 2 years
Yeah.
after Alice in Wonderland.
Number 9.
You wouldn't
Cheshire
watch.
Cat.
Oh no, we're not doing it again.
What's
Peter
behind
Pan
the
alone.
No, you absolutely would not.
Well, me and
It's
Sam
boring
did.
as hell.
Alright, well, I'm going to kick it off to say that Disney Plus did do its warning at the beginning of this film.
So I would expect.
Oh yes.
Saying
Yes.
that the
Yes, we read
outdated
that.
cultural thing. Oh yes, you are Disney Plus subscribers now. Welcome to the gang.
Don't tell everyone. Don't tell everyone.
So it's just Sam, no, but I highly doubt that'll ever
You'll never
happen.
convince
Yeah.
me.
We
You-
want
Oh.
Oh no, Emma, you broke.
Oh no, yeah.
And
What
you've
was-
bombed out.
We watch.
That's pretty much what experienced.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we experienced in the film.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, great.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Same feelings, really.
Yeah, so I think Sam, even if we give you a Disney Plus account, I don't think you'd ever use it.
No, I wouldn't. You're right. Because we
you can watch
actually have a family
X-Files.
Disney Plus. Well, this is the thing. I actually have a family Disney Plus account.
Oh, all right.
I don't know the password for it.
You're not worthy,
So-
Sam. You're not worthy
don't-
enough for it. You gotta earn it, boy. You gotta earn that
You're not part of
password.
the family.
Family.
Welcome back, Emma. Do you want to continue your ahs?
I just said we technically watched half of Peter Pan on Disney Plus,
Oh.
and then went back to the DVD.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
So
It did break
There
up
you go.
quite a bit.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
yeah,
So we did
I
get the
am
disclaimer.
not supporting Disney Plus.
Oh, you can't. Right, you can
Yeah.
go into your settings and you can change that because it automatically goes to like the highest. We'll talk about this after the podcast. We won't talk about the technicals.
Technical user error.
Yeah, because you.
Right.
No, some
Okay.
of our listeners might not understand.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll help them out.
Well, hi
Tune in
listeners.
after.
Yeah, tune in
For,
after. Pay an extra
technical
£10.
episodes.
Extra £10 a month. You can get a technical tip.
just one a month.
Yeah, just the one. Yeah.
Did you
turn off.
and back on again?
Yeah. This
Are
month.
you actually watching Netflix?
Do you have your family password?
Yeah. Are you part of the family?
No.
You have your family's permission.
Sam, you're part of our family. Family.
Welcome to family, son. You up?
Right, anyway, looking at
Yes,
the time,
Peter Pan.
5 minutes and 26 seconds in, and we still haven't mentioned anything about Peter Pan. So, Peter
got a
Pan,
date?
yeah,
I can tell you an interesting fact about Peter Pan if you want.
go for it.
Go on,
Yeah, go for it.
Fact.
Dum-dum-dum-dum.
Thank you.
Peter,
Peter and Wendy
Yes,
apparently have a striking resemblance to their voice actor,
I seen that, yeah.
right? And Catherine Beaumont, who plays Wendy,
Yeah,
was also the voice and model
of
for
Alice.
Alice.
Yeah, you could tell
They
that.
looked at Sim.
You could
didn't
just
This is
tell
one of
that
my
from the
notes
voice.
is
Yeah, same.
Wendy, aka Alice from Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah,
Because
and the
they
white,
are the same fucking character.
the White Rabbit was the voice of Smee as well.
Yeah.
they? Yes, I
But
got
also
that. Yeah.
Did in almost the same way. You know, like
Yeah, same
Yeah.
character.
And
yeah.
interesting thing
Yeah.
with Smee, the animator for Smee modeled it after himself. So that's what the animator looks like, is what Smee looks like.
Oh, wow.
Pretty cute, love him.
Okay,
Pretty
cool.
adorable.
And another interesting fact about Peter Pan is what was that it was supposed to be the second Disney animated film.
Oh, interesting.
Work started straight after Snow White, but then things happened and the World War, and they just shelved it until the 50s.
Interesting.
I say we're just full of facts, so we're not going to talk about the film. We're just going to talk about facts about the
No,
Facts.
it's just 50.
Well, Andrew's
facts.
got another interesting fact
Oh.
for you.
Dun-dun-dun. Number
Yeah.
3.
Well, did you notice at the beginning of the film the special thank you message to the Great Ormond Street Hospital in
I
London?
did. Yes,
Yes,
I
and this
made-
was the Children's
I don't
Hospital.
remember
I'm going to
that.
come on to that later about my
Oh, okay.
morbidity of it.
Oh, I see. Right, okay.
Um,
Well, of course, the writer of Peter Pan was a Sir James M. Barrie.
Yeah.
Uh,
Bow.
and he ended up giving the complete copyrights to the works to the hospital. So every time Peter Pan is ever done in any kind of stage production or film or anything like that, they get the royalties.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, well,
which
that's
It's a
is
nice thing to
lovely.
do.
That's kind of nice, yeah. Considering the film has creepy vibes.
Yeah.
It sure
Creepy
does.
Well, okay, I'll get it out of the way now.
Yeah.
Peter Pan is depicted as like a child Grim Reaper, and Neverland is the afterlife. So,
Okay. Yeah.
so when children die, they follow Peter Pan to Neverland or heaven. So they never grow up because they're dead. So that's the whole thing about the thing. It was because J.M. Barrie's, I want to say 13-year-old brother died, and that's how he dealt with the trauma, was to make up this like fantasy and stuff like.
Right.
Okay, that's a lot less dark than what I was thinking.
Oh, right.
Well,
What were you thinking?
apparently he did have an obsession with young boys as well. Apparently.
Well, okay then.
so-
Yeah, that's more where I was going
Back on
with my
track.
thinking in this entire
See,
film.
back to
Yeah.
Pedo Island.
Well, the thing is, right, this whole film just made me think about Michael Jackson's Neverland.
Yeah.
And
that's-
I think that kind of tainted my view of it as well,
Wow.
because it
well,
was
that's
just a
what
bit-
that's what
It was a
his
bit
Neverland was all
pedo-y.
about, wasn't it? Like, it's like,
That's-
Yeah.
but again, it's
That's-
another
I
person
didn't-
lived with trauma. So
I didn't get the pedo.
I
Right,
didn't.
now you're speaking of it, I understand. I can see that. I did get creepy, cursed vibe from the island. Because, as we'll come on to later, like, the Lost Boys
Yeah.
don't remember what mothers are, and don't remember
Yeah, that
from
was
the
an eerie
world
thing.
before.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like, it just takes your memories away, and
And
you
that's
just...
because they've been groomed by Peter Pan.
What was really creepy
Fucking
about
hell.
right? What was creepy about the beginning of it was the narrator guy who was like, "All this has happened before, and will
know.
again."
Oh,
Many
Christ.
times,
Thanks,
many
guys.
times.
Thanks, guys, for fucking this film up for me. I really fucking like this film until you start going on that.
Everyone's
Fucking
got
hell.
their own views on how this film represents.
Andrew,
Oh,
don't
Jesus.
listen to
Yes.
Sam. He's a filthy non-Disney Plus blood.
Hey,
That's where this is coming
bring
from.
very real views to this podcast. And
Very real
Peter
views to this very unreal animation.
He has some
So
questionable
alarming is all I'm
thoughts.
saying.
He has questionable thoughts about giant monsters. Let's just say that. So
Wow.
Better than having questionable thoughts about little boys.
it's true. That is true. Yeah, it is true. Yeah. I'll give you that one.
I
Yeah.
guess so.
I also
Anyway,
just want to point out this film also has a fuck ton of animal abuse. That
Yes.
poor dog.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a point. But can we all agree that Nanny was the best character in this?
yeah, she was great.
100%.
Yeah.
Dog have that film together, and that family actually.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, when he was saying to her, "Nanny, you're not a real nurse," and what a shocker! You dressed a dog up with a
Yeah.
thing
No
and
shit,
expected it
Sherlock.
to do all the
Yeah.
all the flipping
Wait,
housework.
wait a minute. You mean that dog didn't go to medical school?
Wow.
I think she
Not human.
She may have, to be honest.
Not human medical school, possibly
I
doggy
would-
medical school.
Considering how many spin-offs there are of all of these films, I want to see the Nana spin-off. Just want to see the adventures of Nana.
Actually, the lead breaks and she does float off to Neverland.
Yeah, she
Well,
floats
apparently she was supposed to.
Ah,
Original story ideas. She was supposed to go. I think that's why
off.
they made it fly, and then they were like, nah. So I don't know.
Oh,
Well,
Crap,
I like saying about the family. I can't stand the dad, and I've written a note that going with the whole fact that kids die and go to Neverland. I think the father murdered the kids.
Maybe
okay.
could they mess up his suit?
Yeah, exactly. I
Oh.
think he killed every single one of them.
Wow.
And that's why they went to Neverland.
So why did they come back?
They
For some more
didn't.
death. No.
To get revenge.
I
Yeah.
know.
And get their
yeah.
dog.
Nana performed CPR on them when they came back. That's what happened.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It freaked out, and I couldn't hear you guys.
Oh, well, we
It's
can hear you.
Pedos. They're after you.
No. No.
Sam, I just said that the dad killed the kids.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
dark
that's.
ratio.
Mm.
Well, what's
quite
interesting about
fair.
the dad is the dad is Captain Hook.
Yeah. But that's
Yeah,
that's
possibly.
always been a thing, wasn't it? It's like if you look at all the the films and stuff like that, they did the same actor plays the dad and Hook. So it's like it is a story because they see him as the villain, don't they? When
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's not really, he's just a bit of a
No.
bastard. Like
He's
so.
just a bit of a shit dad.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't
yeah.
know. I mean, what was interesting I found with the dad is, at the beginning, he's like, right, he's the one that comes in and does all this kind of stuff. But on the other hand, I can see how fucked up and stressed he is from the modern day world, and he's got all these kids running around. And in the end, I actually think, all he needed was a man lab with some little hobbies just to chill a little bit, to remind himself of his inner child. Because it did, like, especially at the end, and I thought, he's all right, isn't he? It was like, and did you get at the beginning where he threatened Wendy?
Yeah.
Because he went, do you know what? It's time you could get your own room. And everybody went, oh no, don't take her away to her own room. I was thinking, how is that a threat? Get in your own room. That'd be brilliant.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
This is a yes, please. Come on.
Get in your own room in this mansion.
Yeah.
I
And we got one
thought of
pokey room.
more evidence for your pedo idea, though, Sam.
Oh,
Yeah.
dear.
And I won't
Andrew,
mention
close
it,
your
but Andrew
ears. Close your ears, Andrew.
Andrew corrected me and told me I was being silly. But
No.
I
Yeah.
did think at the
Yeah.
beginning when he keeps going on about it's time for Wendy to grow up. Time for Wendy
Oh,
to become
yes.
a woman.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, I don't like this.
Right, you are looking
How
into
am I gonna
that.
make her a
You were
woman?
you were looking too much
No
into
looking
that.
into it at all. This film
Yeah.
has
I'm
some
gonna
blatant pedo vibes, guys.
Andrew
I'm
just
gonna-
looked at me and went, it's obviously her birthday. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, either that,
Andrew.
or she's going to be sold off to the Bridgertons.
Well,
Go on. You will marry into the Bridgertons, and you will be a fine woman in a fine house. Think all that land, Wendy, all that capital land.
Well,
With the talk of the city.
the fact is, she's like what, 14 or whatever she is in it, and she still sleeps in the nursery.
Yeah. Yeah. And another reason why she really needs her own room. I mean,
yeah,
perhaps that's it. You get your own room, you have officially grown up.
Yeah.
that's just how it goes.
That's why
But
Sam still hasn't grown up, because he's still sharing his room with 6 million dogs.
There you
Yeah,
go.
true.
Cool.
True. And that won't ever change.
No.
So,
Sam is Peter Pan.
Pedo pan.
Pedo Pan.
no, you can't. I was going to call him Pedo Pan later. That's one of my notes.
Oh, right, we'll forget that.
One time.
Yeah, I will.
Never Peter Pan. Peter Pan.
All right, well, let's move on to some positives.
Yes, please.
Tinkerbell comes.
Positive.
Tinkerbell, and she's
Sorry.
checking out her
Oh,
curves.
what was that?
No, I
Hang on, what was
disagree,
this?
Adam.
What?
Hang on, what was
Hate
this? What was this?
Tinkerbell.
What?
What? He hates
I
Tinkerbell.
also hate Tinkerbell.
What?
She's an absolute. She planned murder.
Yes.
Number
Yeah.
one,
She's awesome.
Horrible.
Yeah, she's horrible. Has no redeeming features.
Confirmed.
And she's just a bit of a.
Andrew, I think me and you are against Emma and Sam. I think on
Yeah.
this episode. I think.
Emma joined me on my Tourette.
She's
I love.
horrendous.
She
No,
is
I
horrendous.
love Tinkerbell because she has got this wonderfully grumpy, oh my god, I'm putting up with all this shit kind of attitude. I love it. I do. I think she's great. But I'll tell you something. She is no way a pixie. That creature is an elf. Not an elf,
Yeah.
sorry, a fairy.
A fairy,
She's a fairy.
yeah.
Pixies
definitely
do
not
not have
pixie.
wings. I know this because I've got 2 in a jar out in my hall.
I thought. I thought they asked. I thought she was a fairy, not a pixie.
Yeah, they keep
Yeah,
calling
they
her
keep
pixie.
referring to her as a pixie.
Yeah.
Pixie and pixie dust and everything like that. And I was thinking, no, it's a
They
fairy.
must-
It's fairy dust.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
they changed her as fairy dust. Because that's what they refer to it in the parks and stuff now. So they must have changed. Somebody must have. Andrew, you must have gone onto them or something and gone. Actually,
Yeah.
it's like the
The
whole
definition.
dragons and stuff, isn't it? It's like
Yeah, yeah.
most
there's a certain
dragons aren't
definition.
dragons; they're wyverns, which are
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. It's just evolutionary thing. A dragon evolved more. It's got more legs.
wrong. And Sam, you go on about Tinkerbell planning to murder people and stuff. What about the mermaids who actually said
They were
to
awful.
Wendy,
Yeah, they're awful.
"We were just going to drown you"?
Yeah,
Tinkerbell nodded, right? When
Yeah.
Peter said, basically, were you planning to murder her? She nods,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
But also, yeah, my other point is the mermaids are also cunts.
yeah.
All of the women in this film are tremendously jealous
Yeah.
about anyone
Oh,
that
I'm
Peter
back.
Pan's in
Oh,
contact
hello.
with,
Well,
basically.
I thought with
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I thought with Tiger Lily, right? I thought, great, it's a female character that isn't obsessed with Peter Pan, and then all of a sudden, then she does the Eskimo kissing with him, and it's like, oh my god, like it's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
What's gonna happen next? He's gonna fly through the window, and then the mother is gonna be like swooning over him.
Oh, Peter.
I noted that down. He's absolute flipping Randy bugger.
Yeah,
You know.
He's not that very nice either. I'm
He's-
not into
he's a
that.
narcissist.
No.
he's a narcissist as well.
Well,
Massively.
when you see him at the beginning, when he lands on that roof, he looks like devil spawn with that light
Yeah.
going into his face,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And you know, it's like he turns up and he's bossing Wendy around to sew the flipping shadow onto the back of his heel, you know, onto his foot. And I noticed as well that when he jumped off the bed and he went to the wall, he raised both his feet up, so the shadow immediately became unstuck.
Yeah.
You know,
God damn.
and it's just like, right, okay, that's what happens when you try and stitch a shadow onto a boot.
That's just what happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
Another thing with Tinkerbell I noticed that I didn't like was they done our fat shamer. You're going
She
on about
does
her
the
checking out her curve, but I just thought she's tiny, like
Yeah,
the perfect,
but-
like she's fine, and yet
Yes.
they're like, oh, her ass is too big, oh, her
Well,
hips are
actually-
too big. That really
Yeah.
bothered me.
Yeah,
I
and I
think
can see her
it's,
as-
she catches her bum in the mirror, and then she goes, "Oh, does my bum look big in this?" That's the thing, isn't it?
I've seen him more
Yeah.
checking, but as well,
You
it's
know.
like, how does he get the fairy dust off her? He spanks her. It's like, what?
Oh, I
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
I know.
yeah.
It's a terrible fairy abuse in this film. There's one with the little what's his name? John, is it?
Michael?
No, Michael's the small one. Michael.
Yeah.
Michael grabs her and literally just
Oh, yeah.
squeezes the pixie dust out of her, get her now enough to fly. And I think it happens again with the boat at the end. You know, there's no wonder she left Peter Pan with all this
Yeah.
this abuse, and no wonder she hates him.
Yeah,
know?
if you think about it, it's like she's followed him through thick and thin. She's
Yeah.
in love with him and stuff. He's just an idiot. She's been
He
there
is.
all the time, and then all of a sudden, then he's like infatuated with this girl. Of course, she's gonna be jealous. Is that
Yeah.
justified to murder someone? Probably
Yes.
not.
Yes.
But
No, it is. Adam, it is. It is. And I'll tell you why. Because the thing is, Adam, this is the thing. There is no law other than Tinker law in Neverland.
Tinkerbell!
Who on earth is gonna arrest Tinkerbell, the all-powerful Tinkerbell? There's nothing can touch her, technically.
I mean,
You know?
being locked in a cage sort of can.
yeah.
Well, yeah, but they overlook that. They overlook that.
Slammer.
But the thing is, you know, it's just nobody seems to be interested in any kind of justice system in Neverland. It's like, right, I'm gonna kill you now. Oh shit!
Well, I
run away.
suppose it is because it's a child's afterlife, isn't it? So there are no rules and no laws.
Yeah, it's
and
just
stuff, so.
just
Chaos.
fight and that's it.
Yeah.
You know, and have fun.
It's
That's what it's about.
Wonderland in Pirate Land. But talking about that, did you see Cannibal Cove?
Which is another one of my notes.
It's like,
Oh yeah.
Cannibal Cove.
They have
Oh.
cannibals in there. They have murder in there. They have
Cannibals.
racists in there. They have paedophiles in
They
there.
shot the
That's what
bard.
donkeys are.
Everything you could imagine.
He shot the
Peter Pan
bard.
is the worst. Yeah.
Not Peter Pan. That was Hook. He shot the
No,
bard.
like that's what I mean is the
Yeah.
fact that they've got like Peter Pan as a film so far. I think in Disney has hit all of the things all of the possibilities for dark things. They've
Well,
eliminated
yeah, but
cannibals, they've got-
we can't
would seem
blame
so.
Disney on the story of this because he didn't
Yeah,
write
that's
yeah,
it.
I suppose. Yeah.
And
If
the
any,
story's
Yeah.
a lot darker.
exactly, yeah.
The reason why Hook
And that's-
doesn't like Peter is because Peter
That's a-
keeps murdering all his pirates.
Yeah, that's true.
Proper
That is.
murdering
And
them.
probably laughed in their
Yeah.
face as well, probably while he was
Yeah.
doing
Oh
it.
yeah. And can we just agree that Peter Pan is no boy, he's an elf.
That is true.
Yeah, he's got pointy
That
ears.
is true. Yeah, he is an elf.
He is not. He's
So he
not
could be
human.
hundreds, thousands of years old, you know?
Maybe it's changeling.
I think he is literally just the embodiment and the spirit of youth.
Could he be a succubus?
Oh.
Could be. I mean, to be honest, I'm still going with the pedo route, but
A pedomus.
Yes,
A
yes,
pedomus.
yes.
Is that a thing?
Succubus. Succubus is a kind of pedos.
well, there we go then.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I mean, I guess
They don't.
that's what he's into.
They're not prejudiced against age. They just do everything,
Oh,
anything
that's
they
true.
want.
Yeah, yeah.
Before we
Just
actually get to Neverland, me and Andrew were very confused as well, and we rewound the film a few times. 'Cause we couldn't find where the
Oh,
bit
yes.
where Tinkerbell died was. And
It
then we
isn't
worked
in there.
out that was in Hook.
We think it's in Hook.
Right, actually,
You know the bit.
actually
you know the
no.
bit where,
It's when the bomb goes off. That is when she was supposed to die,
yeah.
but it
No.
doesn't
No,
happen.
Yeah.
the bit where, do you know, if you don't
Yeah, it's not that
believe
bit.
in Tinkerbell,
Oh right, yeah,
fairies
yeah.
die,
then she'll die.
Yes, that's
and
in
that wasn't
Hook.
in the film.
Yeah,
That's in Hook. So you were
Yeah.
remembering it wrong. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
We were
thought it
very
was in this.
confused.
I
We
was-
were like,
Right.
what?
I was getting this mixed up with the film with Hugh Jackman.
All right.
Oh,
'cause,
I
like-
haven't seen that.
Because I was thinking it was like when Wendy and the two boys get captured. I was thinking it was like because the Lost Boys build her a house, and then she gets captured because the pirates literally take the house, lift it up, and just carry it and put it on the ship. And I was like, that hasn't happened in this. And the bit when Tinkerbell dies and everyone has to clap to bring her back to life and things, that was in the film. So it's like that must be in the book. But not, sorry, not the book. It's a play.
Not in the Disney.
It's a it was
Oh.
originally a play.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what we were looking for, yeah, because if you don't
Oh.
believe, then she
Yeah,
fades
that-
away, and
Yeah.
yeah.
That makes sense
It's
for it to be
enough.
in a play because it makes sense for it to be in a play because there's audience participation.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So there we go.
That makes a
There
lot
you
of sense.
go. Yeah.
Right.
I don't
found it
believe in
funny
fairies.
when the map, when we zoomed in on the map of Neverland, and you had
Yeah.
Cannibal Cove, etc. And it was absolutely tiny, the island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was only about 4 or 5 landmarks.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, you and the one landmark you didn't look at.
Yeah, I thought that. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, it was
Seven looked everywhere.
it was far.
The island is tiny.
It was far from Skyrim.
Yeah.
We've looked everywhere.
I just want to point out as well, the best characters in this, other than the dog, were
Yeah.
TikTok. I think that's his name. The
Confirmed.
crocodile.
100%.
And
He was
I
my
love the
favourite.
crocodile.
He was the best.
Yeah.
Just a giant
He was
ass
cool.
crocodile. He's just
Yeah.
I know what that reminds me of now. In
Yeah.
Santa Claus the movie, right? Not the one with Tim
Yeah.
Allen.
It's off topic.
Yeah, not Tim Allen. The Dudley Moore one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bit
That's
when
the one,
the bit where the elves are like walking up
Yeah.
to the sleigh to Santa at the first time. It's like
Oh, yeah, yeah.
dun, 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 dun. And it's exactly the
Yeah,
TikTok
cool.
thing.
That's you for being a normal Christmas film fan.
Yeah, shut up, Sam.
So
You got no soul. No Disney, no Christmas. All you got is,
it's all a load of shit.
you just got love for your dogs and your big monsters.
How
Well,
have you
there's other
never
things.
watched these films as a child, Sam?
Yeah. How
Oh
did you
no, I
miss
probably
these?
did as a child, but considering I can't remember past yesterday,
Oh,
yeah,
I see.
that's
they've all
Very
gone,
enough.
they've all
Very
gone
enough.
through, you know, As a child,
Yeah.
I definitely watched all these films, and I can say going back to them now, I absolutely do not know why I ever enjoyed any of them because they're all an absolute load of shite.
To be honest, right?
Future
honest-
films I do enjoy.
I enjoyed
Oliver and Company.
out of all the ones that we've watched so far, I've enjoyed this one the most. Out of
I think I enjoyed
Yeah.
Bambi the most, looking
Yeah.
back on
I-
it.
because
now.
it's fucking animals, Sam.
Bird.
Yeah,
Bird.
I enjoyed this as well.
Oh,
I've
cute.
got to be honest.
Yeah.
Really good.
Well done, Andrew. Just
Thank you.
yeah, don't listen
I
to these
enjoyed the
haters.
crocodile, though. The crocodile
Yeah.
was very good.
Crocodile was good.
Though I
and
did have
let's-
flashback
Oh,
of the
yeah.
terror, because I love that crocodile. Other
Yeah.
than in Hook again, where it absolutely terrified the shit out of me.
he was dead in Hook, though.
Can you? Yeah, that's
Well,
what's wrong.
kind of.
He's
Oh.
just a big, massive statue clock thing,
Yeah.
and that bit at the end when it like roars or whatever it does and just falls on him, used to terrify me. I was like, oh
Oh, but honestly,
Ooh.
let's have a hand for the man of the match. Let's have a hand for Captain Hook.
Oh,
Well, he's only got one
He
hand.
is a great character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was
Give him
taken from Hook.
Yeah.
Give him a hand because he's only got one.
Give him another hand. Yeah.
I think he's brilliant.
No, he's
Great
brilliant.
character.
He's a chain smoker. Did you see him with his double cigars at the
Yeah,
beginning?
yeah.
And he's there. And I noticed when he was trying to charm Tinkerbell, he was in there playing a piano absolutely masterfully
Yeah.
with a hook. And
Yeah.
did you notice that he'd swapped his hook for a gold hook, and then he swapped it back to a silver one later? He's got a
I
special
didn't.
gold hook.
Yeah, because there was his Sunday finest, wasn't it?
no!
That's it. Yeah, yeah. No, I thought he was brilliant. Fair play.
See, so he's charming to the old lady, and like Pan.
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
No, yeah, I can say he's an enjoyable character. One of the few we've had so
He's
far.
very cool.
It's not as
The
good
animals.
as Hook from Hook, though.
I don't think I've watched Hook.
What?
If I remember correctly, hooks are
Rufy.
really good characters.
It sounds probably going to think it's shit, though. That's the only problem.
Hey,
Yeah, probably shit
know
to
that.
watch now, probably.
probably.
Maybe I don't know. It might be enjoyable to watch it actually because I haven't watched it since I was a kid. And I don't remember a lot about it.
Well, talking about Peter Pan, there is a Peter Pan line in that film where they're all around the table and they're like imagining the food, and then Pan actually imagines the food, and one of the kids goes, "You're doing it, Peter. You're playing with us." It's like,
Oh no! No.
Oh dear, disturbing.
What
Anyway.
did we
Very.
think of the Lost Boys?
well, the furry patrol.
I like their little.
I did that, the OG
onesies.
furry.
Their onesies were quite cute, but that's about all. They were very
I want to
annoying
be
otherwise.
I want to be the skunk one.
All right then, Sam. If you think that's cool, right? They weren't like seamsters or anything. Those were actually skinned animals that they were wearing, Sam.
They weren't even
Brilliant.
skinned. They weren't even skinned. They were just scooped out, and then they just
Yeah.
sort of
Other than
crawled in.
just
They didn't even clean them. It was just all like goo and guts and.
They just enjoy the moistness of it. Oh, that's-
I found the
I
lost.
can get behind this morbid idea because the rest of Peter Pan's just as morbid, you know.
I
So-
hated the Lost Boys. I just couldn't stand them, really.
Yeah, I found
Well,
them
it's a lot-
relatively annoying.
Yeah, but I mean, they were like, just annoying bunch of kids left up to their own devices, weren't they? Really?
Yeah, exactly.
You
Kids
know.
are annoying.
So
So
kids,
they're going to be
like-
annoying in animated film.
Like kids
Did
today,
you
then.
notice-
So-
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah, but did you notice that they had this brilliant lair? It was fantastic. A little bit disturbing in a lot of ways, but did you notice the underground fish in the ceiling?
Yeah,
Defying the laws of gravity.
that was awesome.
I thought that was really cool. I know
don't
it was just a little
recall that
thing,
bit.
but it was like really weird. There was fish looking down into
It's-
the burrow, and they were
Yeah.
running underneath them.
You only see
what was
it
holding them up?
briefly when
I
Tinkerbell
think you see
flies
it like
past them.
twice
Yeah.
as they go past. They go one way and then they go another way, and that's literally it. But it is part of their lair. And I noticed as well how many dead bears were skinned around the place.
Yeah, loads.
must have killed
Something
all
I
them.
noticed. Yeah.
Well, if you
These are
noticed,
lethal, these boys.
there was only one bear on the island.
Yes, there was. That's right. He was up on the rock.
Yeah.
So I'm presuming there was many, but
But they
Or,
extinct, yeah.
you know,
They've been going
literally
extinct because of
extinct.
these little shits.
because of these little scamps. Yeah. So disturbing. Yeah, really good.
Okay, shall we
Um,
move on to the most
What's that?
so we're gonna go to the most racist part of the film, I think.
Oh, right. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
God.
Yeah, those they're them Indians. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
They even
Yeah,
painted them
okay.
red and stuff. It's just like, oh.
I gotta admit, though, the
yes.
song was very catchy.
Yes,
The only catchy
but it
one in
was
the film. But
I don't
also
remember
very,
it.
Very
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, it's quite an interesting thing to look at it, isn't it, really? It's just like, well, what can you say? I mean, it was a big slice of sort of an ignorant way of doing it, I suppose, in many ways.
It's it was the signs of the time, wasn't it? It's
Yeah,
like-
it was the signs of the time, and but it did also illustrate the love of this particular stereotype.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I think that's quite important to the story, because a lot of kids, well, how many kids I know I did when I was a kid, not a lot of it, but I did occasionally, engage in a game of cowboys and Indians. And, I usually was the Indian.
Of course.
Because I fucking loved them. So this is definitely that same sort of bag. But yes, I can definitely see that this could have, obviously you couldn't do that today, because
They came a long way
Yeah, definitely.
when Pocahontas came around.
They did.
They
They
came a
did,
long
yeah.
way
In
since.
the right direction.
I would like to say they came a long way since Pinocchio, because all they did in Pinocchio was to sell you tobacco.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Well,
that was
actually,
really bad.
you did have the kids smoking the pipe in this one.
Yeah. Well, okay, yes, but I suppose that's
At least they did take it away from Michael, the baby of the group.
Yeah.
yeah, because that's going to make much difference.
Yeah.
John's not topper. He's practically a banker. He's fast.
Yeah.
True.
exactly.
Yeah, replace the B in banker, I think,
Yeah.
and you'd be right.
And I suppose the other thing as well in this story, that the positive thing to say about them is that they are the good guys as well. you know what I mean?
They are
that is
trying to
something.
kill the children.
No,
Oh,
but
wait,
it
no,
turns
yeah,
out
good
it's a
guys,
game,
good guys.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it was a
all-
game.
Yeah,
yeah.
it turns out it's a game. They have this respect for each other, and I kind of like that.
Until they
it's-
thought that the Lost
Oh,
Boys
yeah,
took
well-
the game too far, so that's when
Yeah,
they're like,
that's
we're
obviously
gonna,
where
we're
the
gonna
line
kill
is.
you. Yeah.
yeah, because everybody kills each other in Neverland.
Yeah.
That's when nobody's left there anymore.
So if you die in Neverland, where do you go then?
Hell.
To Underland.
Underland. You go to the third star to the right.
Oh yeah. That's where Cthulhu lives. But yeah. No. It's,
Oh, this is
yeah, it's
another
quite
line
interesting.
it was not too. It was either in this bit or just after when Pan goes. Everyone else thinks I'm wonderful. It's like, wow.
Yeah, he's one hell of an annoying guy. I really don't like him.
Oh,
Anyone else rooting for Hook at the end?
100%.
Oh, hell yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Then I was rooting for the crocodile.
Yeah, I also like the
yeah.
crocodile. He's gone through a lot of effort, like hunting him down for so long.
Yeah. Yeah.
Always
He's
a
earned
step
it.
behind him. Yeah.
That's
like
why
how
he
he died.
gets him in Hook.
Same.
Yes,
Same.
yeah, coming out of the river, just dunk, 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 dunk.
Why does he?
I
Why
love
does
him.
he tick now? Did they explain that in the film? Because I think they explain
The
it
clock.
Yeah, because he
Yeah.
swallowed the
The
clock.
clock.
Yeah.
The alarm
Did they-
clock.
Did they explain that in this film? Because
Yeah.
I think I missed it.
Yeah.
I think it
Because I
was
was
only like a
holding on,
one-liner.
Yeah, they-
Oh, okay.
I think it was just
Okay.
like
It was a
if
blink and
missed
you
that
miss
one
it.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been that's it.
Smee
You know,
said it.
But yes, I think it was when they had that wonderful albatross bum shaving incident,
Yeah.
which I thought was brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah,
And
when
then he
he's
looked
looking for
down.
his head.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
Yeah, I had to
brilliant.
laugh though. What did you think he was looking for? Honestly, I was shocked. I was shocked because I thought,
Oh.
really.
Going on about, I usually give you a close shave, but not
Yeah.
this close. And
Yeah.
then he lifted, like, robe.
Yes.
And I thought he was looking at his genitalia.
And I was thinking he's looking for his head.
It's Jolly Roger, is
Oh
it?
God. It's Jolly Roger.
Be
Yeah.
like, I usually give you a close shave to genitalia,
I'm going to be honest.
but no.
Hook doesn't give off the most straight vibe I've ever seen.
Well, he's surrounded by all those men. You know?
Yeah, this is
I mean,
true. This is true.
It's him and Smee all the way.
What are you on
It's a
about?
relationship I can get behind.
What are you on about?
Never mind, Adam. Never mind.
Yeah, never mind.
The mermaids are all together, and they wait. a
Yeah,
minute.
moving on.
Yeah.
I bet you there are geocaches galore on Skull Rock.
Oh yeah.
There'll only be 5 of them though.
and you won't be able to find them. We searched everywhere. Did you search Hangman's Tree? No. Did you search Cannibal Cove?
Geocache tree.
No. Yeah.
Cash is all here. No.
There's a big rock with a Tupperware jar on the top of it, and it's like glaring in the face. And
It's
you go,
called-
"Oh, it's not there."
And it's
no.
on the map
Nah.
as Tupperware Rock.
Tupperware rock, yes.
Right, so we're going
dear. Brilliant.
geocaching in Neverland next. Then,
Neverland. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
no.
Yeah, why not? We're too old now.
Oh, yeah. Now that's an interesting
Hook
thing.
isn't old.
Yeah, that's
Actually,
my
no.
point.
Hook is
It-
old. Sorry.
Yeah, no, yes. Yeah,
I got that
that's
wrong.
right, yeah, exactly. But they say, oh, if you want to grow old, you can never come back to Neverland. And I was thinking, well, how did all these old people get there in the first place?
Yeah.
On the pirate
You
ship.
know? Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
how did they
all
get
those
there?
their Indians must have got there somehow,
Yeah.
and they're all old. Well, some of them are. Exactly.
Magic.
Yeah.
All right, then. All right. So the Neverland, right? I'm going here now, right? Neverland
Yeah.
Bloody going.
is the lost island, right? From Lost. Okay. So
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
so the Lost Boys are Jack
just
and
season
Locke
1.
and all those coming in their plane, right? And they think
Right,
that they own the place. But
Okay.
you got the others, which are the Indians. They were there first.
Yeah.
And
Right.
they've lived there.
Okay.
And then you get the boat with Whitmore's guys, which are the pirates. There we go. Lost explained.
There you go. Job done. I would just like to point the fact that I love the fact that Tinkerbell goes fiery red with rage I love it.
And actually
And I
hot
love
as
the
well.
level.
She's actually hot because she
That's what?
goes through that leaf, doesn't she?
Yes, she can single-handedly cause a forest fire. She could wipe out the entire island just by accidentally catching one of those leaves of fire, on fire in a dry season. The whole lot would go. I just
Probably
find that
for the
amazing.
best.
It's got a fire starter song in my head now.
Oh, brilliant.
That might happen in the Tinkerbell films. You never know. You never know.
It may be, maybe like Neverland, Armageddon, Apocalypse Land. When it all kicks off, it becomes just like the Hunger Games, but with all the Peter Pan characters. Yes. A little stupid point, right? That I picked up on. I know this is ridiculous with all the silly of the time, Indian stereotypical stuff, right? How on earth have you got an Indian? Is it a princess? Is she a princess?
Yeah,
chief.
They call her a princess.
How has she got a name like Tiger Lily, considering tigers aren't indigenous to America?
Well, actually,
Question.
but the thing is, see, the Andrew, we're not in
fictitious and
yes, and we're not in America. We are in Neverland, and it was a British author,
Very true.
and not an American
Oh, is it a British
author.
colony?
It
British
was
colony before.
They aren't.
Before it was given
They
up
aren't native.
to these Indians.
They're not
And then some
native.
pirates turned up.
They're not Native American Indians. They are.
They're
They're
I guess
actual
not.
Indians where there are tigers in India.
Right.
So the
They
animators just got it wrong.
Really liked. Oh, I see. Right. That makes so much sense.
Yeah, sense made.
That makes so much sense. Because didn't you work out the chief's name was like something panther?
Yeah, something panther.
And I thought these are very strange names.
Yeah.
What was Pan's name?
But
Something
anyway.
Eagle.
But haven't you seen Joe Exotic?
Joe Exotic. I bet he's in Neverland now.
I think he was always in Neverland.
Yeah.
Same. Same.
How is he still
Oh,
alive?
dear. That's actually, good question.
You'd think that Carol Baskin would have paid someone in prison to, like, shiv him or something, wouldn't it? Like?
Oof.
Yeah.
That'd be quite.
Sorry, I'm not saying that Carol Baskin did or didn't murder her husband and fed him to the tigers.
She definitely did.
Well, looks very suspicious now, doesn't it?
Oh, it sure
Sam
does.
did go on that suspicious holiday.
Oh yeah,
Oh, hell.
yeah.
Mm.
When he was like 4.
Yeah.
Because
It's
didn't
very
the
similar.
husband
Sounds
die
good,
like
Neverland.
in the
He's
90s?
never been a child. Don't be silly.
My last point
Oh.
on Peter Pan is Wendy can't wait to get away from Peter. Because she's like,
Yes.
Yeah, don't blame her.
because like when after
No, mate.
they win and everything, and she goes, "Oh, where are we going, Peter?"
Yeah.
And he's going to London, of course. He's like, "Oh, thank fuck for that."
Yeah. Fuck
Yeah.
off, Peter. Just drop me off. Just drop me off here. Bugger off.
After all the shit that they've gone through,
Yeah,
can you really blame her?
no, not really, no.
No, not really. No. I thought it was there was a lot of sinister things going on with the whole trying to groom her to be their mother.
Yeah, oh, that was weird. Yeah.
Exactly, Andrew. You just said
Yeah.
the G word. You know what the film's about.
Groom.
Grooming.
It's a very sinister character, Pan.
It's, all
It's
come
just
full circle.
yeah.
You guys are just
I would
destroying
also like-
Disney for
yeah.
me.
I would like to say though,
Continue
quite
to do so.
fantastic fight scene between Pan and Hook at the end there. And I
Yeah.
did notice that Pan was displaying some absolutely ridiculous arse flying style. He was flying around arse first at one
He
point.
was,
yeah.
Around some rocks.
Yeah.
You know,
He feels
and it's
like-
no
it feels
wonder
like
Hook couldn't get him.
He's propelled by ass.
Isn't there an
By ass.
episode of Ren and Stimpy where Stimpy flies around like that?
Yeah, probably. It's Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah.
Oh my God! You wouldn't want them in Neverland. They'd be just covering everybody in powdered toast, man.
Oh no, that's it. It's Powdered
Stimpy,
Toast Man.
Stimpy.
Yes, it Powdered Toast Man flies
the
with his
pixie.
ass.
Give me the pixie, you idiot! No, not that. No, Stevenson. Fucking love those guys.
They were
Happy,
brilliant,
happy,
to be
joy,
honest.
joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy.
joy, joy, happy,
See, now that's my childhood. Ren and Stimpy, cow and chick encourage the cowardly dog. But Disney,
Muddy
that's
Mudkip
where it's
show. Muddy Mudkip show.
Well,
Powdered Toast
actually,
Man.
Sam, I watched that and Disney, alright?
Well, you know, some of us had busier lifestyles, quite clearly.
Oh God. Well,
I have more dignity than
yeah,
to watch Ren
you
and
can't
Stimpy,
stand
thank
Ren
you
and
very much.
Stimpy.
What?
In the house, right? I've actually got 2 cuddly toys of Ren and Stimpy, and Em can't stand them. And as soon as she sees them, she kicks them across the room. It's so funny.
Emma.
Yeah, I do.
Both of them are wearing sort of long johns or full body long johns, you know.
Yeah.
And they both got arse flaps. They both got arse flaps, and they go flying across the room. They go, no, Ren and
I
Stimpy.
never knew Emma's
be honest,
so fast.
I don't mind Stimpy. I just think Ren is fucking horrendous.
Ren is fucking horrendous. See, that's his
Yeah.
point.
Ugh.
He's this horrible little chihuahua thing, and he's just
gross.
full of
Yeah.
stress.
Do you want me
And
to
he's just going, and he starts pulling his eyelids down because you know, his little veins.
Do you want me to destroy another childhood memory for you guys?
Oh no!
The creators of
Yeah.
Ren and Stimpy. That's all I'm saying.
Oh no, are they?
Are they?
Just the
Dodgy
one.
as fuck.
Are they
No.
big Peter Pan?
They're
Not
Peter
saying any
Pans.
more than that, but yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh no! To be honest,
Ah.
right, I think most creators, in those days, did turn out to be a little bit.
Can you tell what it is
Peter
yet?
Ooh, weird. Don't do that. Don't do that. I was actually, I was a member of his cartoon club. It just there's this.
Oh no, and
You were next.
Bad
Just the
things could
shiver.
have happened.
You were next.
No,
Andrew.
I only ever had 2 newsletters. But
Oh,
I
that's
do remember
probably
the
for
Rolf
the better.
Roos. Yeah.
I was gutted
Dodgy.
when to learn about Rolf Harris. I was just like, oh, what?
Yeah, because he was
Yeah.
such a celebrity, and in a good way. But it's like it was such a sort of like bombshell, wasn't it?
Mm,
I thought anyway.
yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go. It's bloody people for you.
Oh well, that's another one done.
Yeah.
Anyone
Yeah,
else
so
got
that-
anything?
Peter Pan. Ladies and
right,
gentlemen.
hang on. Was there anything else I had in my notes? Oh yes. What was going on? What was going on? With,
yes.
I've just deciphered some of my scribbles on page 7.
The hieroglyphs.
What was going on? Yeah, they're almost like hieroglyphs. What was going on with threatening Wendy with walking the plank, let alone, you know, because, you know, she can fly. You know, I mean, and what happens then is she goes off the plank and pretends to fall and then needlessly gets rescued by Peter Pan underneath
But
next to the anchor.
did her flying?
Well, she wasn't
Stop,
having.
like,
It's always
did-
Yeah,
there.
hang
Was
on.
she
She
still
wasn't
able to have that
having.
flying power.
She wasn't having happy thoughts at the time, all right, Andrew? Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah,
she-
but I mean,
she
could have
couldn't
just
get it
plopped
up,
in the
right?
sea and then had
She
happy thoughts
couldn't
and
get
then
it
flown
up.
out.
She couldn't get it up. Okay.
I mean, like Em said at the time, I said, what's the
Common
greatest
problem.
threat of walking the plank? If there's no sharks around, you just go plop into the sea. It's just the
There's a
abandonment
fucking
of-
crocodile. An
Yeah, there is a
human
crocodile.
eating crocodile.
Yeah, but he's only
end
after
up in
Hook.
one half.
Yeah. Yes, that is true.
Yeah.
And most of the captain's clothes that he seemed to remove him
Yeah,
of.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on there.
It was funny as hell. I loved
The
it.
undressing of one poor man.
Yeah, and I did feel sorry as well for Michael's Teddy. You know, he was sinister, that little boy. He loaded it with a cannonball and then used it as a kosh.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that bit.
You know, and he did that well before time. So that was predetermined
Preempted.
murder, wasn't it? Preempted. Thank you. Preemptive murder.
Yeah.
All right, hang on.
saying.
We need to get Tom Cruise here from the Minority Report. He needs to go in and stop Michael from doing a preemptive murder.
Murdering.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Halo him.
But murder is no surprise.
I'm only a baby. He's like, no, get in that freezer.
Yeah.
I also loved that the pirates were offering their captives free tattoos.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
And
I
we'd be
just want
right there.
Practicing their arts, I guess.
Give me the tattoo.
Sam would be like, yeah, he's in Hangman's Tree. Go get him. He's right there. Go on, it's fine. Now, what I really want, I want to finish my
wanna be a
sleeve. I want to.
Yeah.
Can you draw?
You,
Can you draw
maybe-
TikTok up my inner arm? So then I
He's my
could
personal favourite.
I could twist my arm and make him do that eye thing.
I could definitely get behind that.
Make it
tattoo
so,
idea,
Sam.
you know? Make it so. I'll have to get ripped first. Ripped first, TikTok later.
Or you gotta have it on your chest, so the eyes are your pecs, and you can do like
Oh.
the Rock pec
eyes on
flex.
the neck.
I've been working on the. Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
All right then, Royal Rumble time.
Brilliant. Oh shit! Right. Okay.
So-
So it's
Peter Pan versus
Peter Pan. This
Big
is
Alice, otherwise known as Kaiju Alice.
Kaiju Alice.
I think Peter on this one.
This-
He's
Yeah,
ruthless.
I think Pedo Pete.
Peter
yeah,
Pete. He's ruthless,
and he's
yeah.
got dexterity. He can
Yeah.
fly. She won't be able to catch him.
He can use a sword.
Yeah.
A dagger, sorry.
Yeah.
And he just
I think
he would
he
probably just fly
basically
through
also-
her eye and then like come out
Also-
to the back of her head.
Yeah.
He's
And
a
laugh.
massive pedo.
He's a man.
I can see him sort of like going up and doing an M Bison
And she's
right
a
through her
massive
eardrum.
child.
Ah.
You know.
So far in the Silver Age, everyone's won so far, pretty much. Well, technically, Cinderella hasn't won because she just automatically
No.
won because it was she was the first one. So,
Peter Pan. Winner.
Dumbo
Although
won the
it
Bronze
was-
Era, mind. Gotta watch him.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Could be. You know, we'll have to see how he puts up against Peter Pan. I think though, in this particular fight, though, I think Peter Pan would lose Neverland because Alice is so big she'd squash it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking at the films coming up, I got a sneaky feeling Peter might be on to a winner, really. I think he'll be...
Oh.
Wait, what's
What's our next film?
So next is Lady and the Tramp,
Oh well.
Okay, yeah.
then Sleeping Beauty,
Yeah.
She ain't gonna win anything. She's sleeping.
yeah,
No.
then 101 Dalmatians,
There we go. We don't need to do this. We've already worked this out.
yeah,
So I'm gonna make a prediction here.
yeah.
101 Dalmatians might be his downfall.
reckon?
Dalmatians are one of the most aggressive breeds of dog.
And there's
Number one.
101 of
Oh
them.
my God.
Number two, there's 101 of
Yeah,
them.
true. Yeah, but if they don't,
Well, all right. If he can stick to the sky, he'll be all right.
Yeah.
If
And
he's
if
got any
he's-
superiority.
Have you never seen World War Z, where they start piling up on each other?
Yeah. That's the only way that I think they can get him. If they're quick enough and move like a flock of seagulls, and
they
then just
will.
like go up and go, the last one, the little one. What's his name? The little cute one. The
Spot.
Oh, him anyway. Spot, is it?
Dad?
No, I don't know.
the-
I can't remember.
oh god, I can't remember.
Rolly's the fat one.
Rolly's the
He's
fat
got
one.
well. Rolly will be on the end, and he'll be the last one to snap at his foot, and then bring him down, and they all.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
there's nothing left of him.
Yeah.
I'm hungry,
But
Mum.
then-
I'm hungry.
But
If
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Do you count the shadow as well? Because I don't know whether they can
No.
take the shadow as well.
no, just
No,
Peter.
Shadow makes him too OP. I think we
Yeah,
can't
just
have this
Peter.
man
Yeah,
be
that's
too
true.
OP.
Yeah,
So the shadow goes back to Wendy's and hangs around in the drawer.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, pretty
yeah.
much.
Right.
I think
If
so.
so if Peter survives the 101 Dalmatians, I think he will then die in the next one.
What's that one?
It's the Sword in the Stone.
Oh, well.
I don't think he'll be able
Yeah.
to fight Excalibur with that little tiny dagger of his.
No, I
Yeah,
think
though he
Excalibur's...
does have, pixie magic and stuff on his side
Mm.
as well.
Yeah, but it's the enchanted sword of
Yeah,
all
I
enchanted
suppose.
swords.
He doesn't have pixie
You know.
magic though. He naturally can fly. He doesn't need the pixie dust, does he? So,
Okay.
Unless he's...
yeah.
well, you know why that is, don't you, Adam? It's because he ate all the other pixies.
that is true, yeah. Apart from
He
Tinkerbell.
kept one.
Yeah,
Who's
and
holding
He could make more
hostage.
dust.
And he told Tinkerbell that Hook ate all the pixies. So,
Yeah. Yeah, see? It's just a web of lies. An island of lies.
yeah, what
Yeah.
a prick.
Yeah, exactly.
Prick.
I've got in second point on page 1.
Oh.
I've got Pan is fugly and a twat.
I'm going back to Emma's first factual point of that Peter Pan was based off the actor. You saying that the actor was ugly?
Well, yes, basically.
Well, look, I'm sure he's a lovely person, but the lighting did him no favors in this animation. That's all I
Yeah,
can say.
I'm gonna have to agree.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Walt Disney once starred Peter Pan in a play. Okay, interesting.
Right. Lovely.
And I actually did, when I was a kid, I used to dress up as Peter Pan with the green tights and all.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you-
Luckily,
I hope we
there's
can
no
find
photo. Luckily, there's
no.
no photos. Yeah.
No.
I'd be right onto your mum.
No,
Yeah,
luckily
I'm
there's
messaging her
none.
right now.
Screw you.
Dear Adam's mum, we wish to know where the photos of Adam as Peter Pan is. Please provide them in the next 24 hours. Or we'll take your
The
son.
pixie gets it.
Oh,
No,
we'll
not
take-
Pixie.
Yeah, no, leave my cat alone.
Oh, yeah. Shit. No.
But we will take
That's not a pixie, that's a cat.
Yeah, we absolutely will take the cat hostage.
She'll let
Remember
you.
this.
Yeah, she'll. As long as you give her back scratches and food,
Good.
she'll be happy.
Brilliant. Perfect.
What did you guys think of the end where they pretty much admitted, the family admitted that they'd been off to Neverland with Pan when they were children, and the father looked up into the sky and saw the ship, but it was literally like a ghost cloud ship.
He was having PTSD.
Yeah, he was having PTSD
Is that
from
what it
the
is?
abuse that he received as another trauma
Yeah.
victim in his childhood,
Yeah.
which
Do you
he's
think that's
now
what it
taking
is?
out on his children.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's
Which is
forcing them
what
to live the
you know?
fantasy.
Yeah.
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 So
Right.
there we go. Pedo Pan, everybody. Pedo Pan.
And on that
Dodgy.
bombshell, I think Andrew needs to give us our outro.
God.
I wonder what it is.
I
Or
don't know where. I don't know whether I can
songs.
because I really
Guys-
love this film, and then now it's all destroyed. So.
It's all ruined.
Guys, can you remember any songs other than Following
can.
the Leader and the Indian
Yeah.
song? I can't remember
Oh, yes.
the Indian
No,
song.
I only
And
remember
right,
the
if you can
Indian
picture
song.
this,
Oh, here we
if you
go.
can picture this, I'm gonna. I'm not gonna do this justice at all. Okay, okay, it's a pirate ship. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. We're rascals and scamps, villains and knaves. Stand up, your hearties. Yo ho, we're devils, black sheeps, really bad eggs. Stand up, my hearties. Oh, yo ho, we pillage and plunder, rife and loot. Stand up, my hearties. Yo ho, and we're loved by our mothers. Stand up, my hearties. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. A yo ho, ho! A pirate's life for me! Smear! Smear! Don't let him get me, the damn accursed crocodile! Smear!